Eyes Wide Shut is terrifying. And it's even because of how relevant it is today. Because it just exposes the corporations of the world. It shows us what they really are. Disgusting. They do things that you don't know. It's because they keep it from you. Be aware from this. And after you watch this video, you will love this film a lot more. You will understand its themes. Because Stanley Kubrick, he's really good with symbolism, themes, and ideas. His films, they will keep you thinking after it's over. And this film shows the horrific reality of our society and how it degenerated. I totally recommend you watch this film. Because it takes risks. It stars Tom Cruise, and I think maybe this is his most underrated performance. And it's also his most important. Just like the film itself. Stanley Kubrick. He even made films like The Shining, A Clockwork Orange, both excellent films I totally recommend you watch. Also, 2001, A Space Odyssey. That film was great. It just showed you how much of a great director Stanley Kubrick is. And even Stanley Kubrick, he was aware of where society is going. He even told Nicole Kidman that pedophiles rule the world, and he's not wrong. What he just said is absolutely terrifying, yet so honest at the same time. But first, let me get into the plot. After a New York City doctor's wife admits to having fantasized about a man, he joins an underground group that is obsessed with sex. He soon realizes that he can't get out of it easy. Listen, I never seen this film, and I know it's a erotic drama. But after gathering my thoughts on the themes and ideas, I think it's gonna leave a mark. Because Stanley Kubrick, he keeps you guessing. He keeps your brain in check. He made The Shining. And the way how the ending absolutely breaks your brain. Because it shows you where Jack Torrance is at. He is the caretaker. He has become just like the person he met in that hotel. He's become part of the hotel. And that is just powerful. And Jack Nicholson's performance as this character was absolutely amazing. His best performance in his entire career. And also, do you know that this is just like what happens? Because the reason why this film has been completely forgotten is because it's not as popular as Stanley Kubrick's other movies. But it's the most scariest and horrifying of them. Because the secret societies, they exist in the real world too. They do disgusting things that I totally recommend you should not do. Don't get into this kind of stuff. Nothing is more terrifying than the truth. We need to escape the Matrix before it's too late. And if we don't escape the Matrix, then how are we gonna live a good life? How are we gonna know the truth if the truth is always being kept from us? And this was back when Hollywood cared more about escapism and good writing. Because I think maybe films are made today, it's almost like the writers don't want to appeal to escapism. They want to appeal to the message, the agenda. That's it. And the films they made in the modern day flopped hard because of the wokeness that's in it. Wokeness doesn't create. It kills. And Hollywood will be aware of it when their entire company burns to the ground, which is already happening. You know what? Corporations want to take away your life. They want to drain you dry. That's all they see of you. They see you as just a consumer who will just consume everything. How are you ever gonna live your life when you realize that this film just showed you the truth? That our society is more horrifying than you may know. The reason why I'm gonna be talking about this film is because I just realized something. We need more films like this. Because this was made in 1999, and that was a year of when movies had great writing, and even had some social commentary in them too. And when you watch these films that were made in the 1990s, you will see them as documentaries. Let's read some reviews. Nicole and Tom Cruise were great in this movie. True. And with Stanley, I am watching it again. It is certainly fascinating. People have done videos analyzing this movie. It's probably because they understood the themes and the ideas. And after watching it for the second time, I may go watch some of the videos. Obviously, a lot of lights early. And Stanley, he was making known shapes with some of those white lights. And the cinematography is amazing. It's suspenseful. Stanley Kubrick, he does those weird shots. And he even uses handheld cameras too. That is the reason why he's one of the most iconic directors of all time. You could say that this movie killed him. But this movie is his most important and controversial. Because after he made this film, he died. Rest in peace, Stanley Kubrick. Your films will be
remembered along with this film. Yes! But there was one brief Christmas tree, so this movie's a Christmas movie, isn't it? Lighting to the white lights, which was on for many minutes, right until Nicole's character leaves and Tom's character meets his old friend. Once both of the characters leave each other, there are Christmas lights, and also the shapes behind Tom and his buddy just before 6:30 in the movie, or in that area. Let me talk about the ending. Did you know that the Secret Society actually warned Tom Cruise's character if he ever tells what he has seen, he will have the most dire consequences imaginable? And he didn't listen to their warning. That just proves that they're serious. They don't want to be told to the world. They want to keep themselves a secret, because that's what they're called. They're called a secret society. The only reason why I've never seen this film is because of the content that's in it. And it's a good film to analyze, too. You can make a video on it, and if you've seen it, please let me know what you think. Because it's downright incredible that we don't have films like this anymore. We only have woke, poorly written garbage that came out of Hollywood. Later, there are different camera video as he is running around, and much to follow with the colors. Nicole really did a good job acting in this video. I won't say video, I'll say film. Which is what Stanley did in the past. For example, Full Metal Jacket, which is an awesome movie, and I totally recommend you watch it, because that is when Stanley Kubrick broke into the horror, into the war genre. His films have a lot of interesting social commentary in them. Full Metal Jacket took more than 1 year to shoot. 1 year to shoot! That is insane! In part because much of the movie was filmed near his house. The feelings of desire are strange and unpredictable. I mean, this film, it's actually kind of weird. But you know what? That's just my opinion. We need to be aware of this kind of stuff. Just like in this film, Tom Cruise's character was aware of what he's seen. And he can't get out of it. Because he saw something that was absolutely horrifying. He saw that if he didn't go to that area, he would have never seen what really happens in his society. And also, he was being watched by everyone. This is so much better than the shit we got from Hollywood today. But there's more to this movie than you know. The power in the scenes, the performances are absolutely incredible. The cinematography is excellent It's well shot, too. Every scene has a sort of depth in them. And when you watch it the first time, you will finally realize that your eyes has been opened. I like the meaning of the title, Eyes Wide Shut. We need to keep our eyes wide open for events that happen to this character. And do you know this film is rated in Australia? R. And it perfectly deserves it. Because I totally recommend children should not watch this film. It's disturbing. It's dark. It's got themes in there that are relevant to our society. But they can cause fear. A lot of fear. And if you want your children to not be scared about their lifestyle, then don't let them watch this.
But people that love Stanley Kubrick movies, watch this. Analyze it. Pay attention to the subtle details that are in this film, because it will make you love it a lot. It'll make you understand what Stanley Kubrick was trying to warn us of. And what he was trying to warn us of was something we need to know more of. And Stanley Kubrick, he even made The Clockwork Orange. That film was relevant to our society because it just shows how trapped we are. Because we're run by oppressive governments. And it's not the governments who control the world, it's the corporations. That's it. That's all it is. We need to step up. We need to wake up and realize that events like this and these secret societies will be exposed. Because what they do is messed up. And it's just like with what the character's seen. That he knew something was up. And even the guy in the robe and the mask, he didn't want Tom Cruise's character to know the truth. He wanted it to keep being a secret. Now he knows that this secret society is not secret anymore. And if he ever told anyone about what he's seen, he will pay the price dearly. That just shows you how much of the writing is absolutely well done. It totally beats the films that were made today. Because films today, they've got bad writing. And they flopped at the box office because they were so bad. They were awful. Woke. Disaster pieces. We even got some films of this year too, like Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon. But Ridley Scott's Napoleon wasn't that. It failed at adapting history. And it was a bad movie too. Also, in my next review, I will be reviewing The Last Samurai. And also, I thank y'all for watching this video. And please, watch this film. Because you will have your eyes open. You will see something that society wants to keep you from seeing. And that is the horrifying reality that these secret societies, they still operate today. We need to be aware of this, or else we truly live in a messed up world. And this film shows it perfectly. Also, anyway, that's all I got for today. Go away now, and always remember, strike back like a weapon against wokeness.